Good morning, friends. My name is Pete, and I'm a lead facilitator with CultureShoc. At CultureShoc, we believe in charging head-on into our storms, just like the buffalo do, so that we can get through them faster and get to blue skies. And let's face it, across the world, we are dealing with one heck of a storm right now. So, what we're going to do in this video series is just help you be better equipped to charge into your storms. If you notice yourself or your team working a lot more virtual or at home lately than you normally do, that can suck after a long period of time. Yeah, it's fun for the first few days or even week, but if you're not used to working remotely, especially being cooped up in your house, that can be tough. It can be tough to stay engaged, it can be tough to keep that open line of communication going, and to find the right cadence with how much communication is enough versus how much is too much. If you're doing more virtual meetings than you were previously, then what we might recommend is introducing a virtual Energizer into one of your meetings. Here's an example that I'm going to share with you this morning. Say that you're on a conference call, a video call, a Zoom call, whatever it is, and you want to spice it up. You want it to be a little bit more exciting. You want to have some laughs. You want to keep the team engaged. And if you've been around us before, we talk a lot about emotional engagement versus intellectual engagement. We want people to be emotionally engaged. That's a lot easier to do when you can see them in person. All right, if you're virtual, it's a little bit more difficult, but we think that some of these Energizers that can take place over the course of 5 minutes or less sometimes can help in terms of emotional engagement and keeping people with that feeling of connectivity despite the fact that we are not seeing each other face to face. First one I want to talk about today is called Best Business Tip. And it's pretty simple. Everybody is on your virtual call, and really what you need, step one, everybody needs an index card or a piece of paper. Number two, you need to identify who is going to be the leader of this exercise. That way you don't have 10 people talking at the same time. All right. Number three, the leader needs to pick a question that he or she poses to the group. The question is going to be related to a business tip. So the question could be, what is the best piece of advice you've ever heard that has helped you in a business setting? The question could be, what is your favorite business book? It could be a personal great or a business great rather from the last 7 days, something that people have accomplished despite the fact that we're all working remotely. What is something great that each person has accomplished in the last 7 days? Could be the last 30 days, could be the last 90 days. Another option, it could be something that somebody has set a business goal. What is a goal that somebody is crazy excited about for the future, despite the fact that we are in difficult conditions? So it could be a goal. Last option that I have, and you don't have to be limited to just what we have. All right, the last one here could be, what's a crazy idea each person has? Something out of left field, a new product line, a new service line, a new potential solution to whatever issues you're having due to the virus and due to the situation that you're currently in. All right, so pose one of these questions at a time to the entire group. Everybody one by one has to answer. You could go from left to right. You could go from oldest to youngest in terms of who answers the question. You could go from who's been with the company the shortest to who's been with the company the longest. Be creative in how you rotate through the answers, but everybody has maybe 30 to 60 seconds to think, come up with their answer, share it with the entire group. Then what we need to do is vote. Each person needs to write down whose answer they like the most. You cannot vote for yourself. Believe me, I've tried in many situations, but you've got to vote for whose answer you thought was the most helpful, the most exciting, the one that spurred a thought in you, or overall whose answer was the favorite. And then after you vote, you write that vote down. All right, and after you write that down, you are actually going to put that piece of paper up to the screen so that everybody can see. The leader is going to tally the votes, and the person that got the most votes is the winner. They have provided the overall best business tip for that particular round. Now, what we recommend is if you want to keep this going for a few minutes, you can do 2 to 3 rounds, pick a different question each round. You can have a prize for the overall winner. You can tally votes throughout the 2 or 3 rounds to see who's got the most overall votes. That person can get a gift card. There doesn't have to be any prize necessarily, but this is a way to learn a little bit of something about people, to learn a little bit more business-wise, and just have a little bit of fun. You can do just this at the beginning of a meeting, or you can do 3 to 4 activities like this, which we're going to cover in future videos. Over the course of an hour, have everybody grab a drink, and this is your virtual happy hour. You're engaging on a human level with your team, you're staying connected, you're having fun, and you're staying loose. I think we all need a little bit more positivity, especially in the short term. Thanks for watching the Virtual Energizer series. We want to help you get through your storms, get to blue skies faster. Let's do it.